Hello friends, so in my today's video, I'm going to introduce listening module to you, right? So listening, here we will discuss what comes in your Celpip listening. So the very first thing is, this is the first module of the test. It means your test always starts with listening. And if I talk about time duration, so it is somewhere between 47 minutes and 55 minutes long. The next is total questions. You will get 38 to 39 questions in total. It might be 38 or 39. And the most of the candidates, since they are aspiring to achieve level 9 in Celpip exam. Level 9 means that is equivalent to listening band 8 in IELTS. So in order to get level 9 here, you need to get 34 answers correct. 34 out of 39. It means you can only make either 4 or 5 mistakes, not more than that. Okay. Now moving further about it, in total it has 6 parts. It means your listening is divided into 6 different sections. But before that, you will get 1 practice questions. That practice questions will be same every time, whether you are taking free test or in your final exam. The practice question will remain same, and this is a non-scoring question. You have to attempt it, but you won't get any score for that. Okay. Now the next, if we talk about the components of listening, how many sections in there and how many questions you get. So the very first is listening to problem solving. Listening to problem solving means you will hear a conversation between 2 people, and out of these 2, one is having a problem and the other person is coming up with different solutions, right? So this part is further divided into 3 sub parts, and in total there are 8 questions. 8 questions in total means it can be 2 questions in one sub part, 3 and 3 in the other one. And you get 30 seconds to answer the questions. 30 seconds to answer one question, because questions are displayed on your computer screen one after another. So you have to listen to the audio first, then you will get questions, right? Then the part 2. Part 2 is listening to daily life conversations. So it is again the daily life conversation. The conversation can be between 2 friends. It can be between husband and wife, with anyone, right? So you get 5 questions here and 30 seconds for each question to answer. Third part is listening for information. So you have to listen for information. Again, the conversation would be there, and in total here you get 6 questions and 30 seconds to answer. So these 3 parts, part 1, 2 and 3 are always based on the routine life conversations, and these are very easy to understand. And the questions that you get on the screen, it is always one after another. You don't get all the questions together in the beginning part, right? Now we move towards the next part. This is part 4. The part 4 is listening to a news item. So listening to a news item doesn't mean that actually you're going to listen a BBC news channel or something. So they have something like happening, something amazing, and there is one person who is going to elaborate or explain the incident to you. So you have to listen carefully. If you want, you can make notes, but after listening you have to answer a certain set of questions, and the total questions you will get in there is 5 questions. All the 5 questions will be displayed all together on the screen, and you get 3 minutes to answer. 3 minutes for 5 questions all together, right? Then fifth is listening to a discussion. You have to listen to a discussion part. After listening to the discussion, you get 8 questions all together on the screen and 3 minutes to answer. The last part is listening to viewpoint. Viewpoint means opinion, mindset of the people. So they take a subject matter. On that subject matter, they might explain the viewpoint or the opinion of different people. You have to listen carefully. You can make notes if you want, and after that you have to answer the questions. So here you get 6 questions and 4 minutes to answer the 6 questions, and whatever the time I am discussing here, like 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, these are the time which are exclusively for answering the questions. Audio part is different, because the audio would play for 2 to 3 minutes. Now something which is very important in this test is your part 5. Part 5 is the video section. Video section means you are not going to listen only, you are watching the video. So you have to be careful with the facial expressions as well. And it's based on 3 people discussion. There are always 3 people, they are having the conversations, or they might be discussing something, whatever the issue they are having, and the questions based on the discussion only. And further, if I talk about all the questions means in all the 6 part, all the questions are with options. Whether you get MCQs, multiple choice questions, or you get filling the blanks. In all type of questions, you get options. So options means that's okay. Now you can, even if you want, you can guess also. And the last and the most important, no fear of spelling mistakes. Since you are not typing anything from your own side, you are not writing anything from your own side, so you need not worry about spellings. So that is a good news actually for the people who are very poor in spelling. So here in Celpip, you need not write spellings. Right, so this is all about the listening part. Listening part is, that is just an introduction what comes in the listening. In next part of my listening, I'll be explaining do's and don'ts of that, or the things that you especially need to keep in mind. Okay, so you can keep on watching the videos to learn better. Right, all the best.